Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first of our live podcast, the Google Hangout, as we call it. This is going to be a weekly thing if I can get away with it. It's just gamers getting together, having a bit chat, having a bit discussion about the day's topics, maybe some things that aren't discussed as much on Twitter. We can talk about it. You're free to join in. The Google Hangout link's there. The chat's available. I've got someone checking the chat right now just to see who can talk. But I've got two guests. This is probably the first ever one. I've got the fantastic bipolar bear KO. He's beautiful little face. And I've got the even more fantastic Snake and Raccoon in the corner there.
Hello.
So lads, simple topic, YouTube's your likes, your dislikes, why do you do it? Why maybe do you keep going with it? Because sometimes it can be a bastard, it can be a bitch. Opinions. Robbie?
Well, I heard that the money was really good. Yeah, I'm in this all for the YouTube money. I don't do it because I enjoy it. I do it because it's just, it's just a second thing I can do. Just get myself big and famous, and then I'll be in a Hollywood film one day. End up marrying another crackhead? No, I don't know any yet.
Another crackhead?
Another. Yeah, end up marrying a crackhead, even though I am engaged now, believe it or not. And yeah, then drinking myself to death in a pile of my own piss and shit.
That's a good way to go, I suppose, isn't it?
That's it. I want to go out filled full of heroin, wearing a fucking nappy. That's how we start a podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Let's keep it classy.
Wow, okay, how did you follow that? I started because I saw a lot of other people doing it. I watched mainly Minecraft to start off with. I was watching it, I think... Oh, I can't remember why I started watching Minecraft stuff. I think it was off ill or something like that. I started watching tons of stuff on YouTube. I thought, I can do this, and then I thought it was a nice way to go, and then all of a sudden, as soon as I started doing it, it was like, this is a really easy way to just share stuff of information and just get my opinion out there. And I found secondary to that, it's helped me to grow in self-confidence, because it's one thing that I've always lacked in my life. I've always lacked self-confidence. So this YouTube thing has been a personal development for me. So, but first it was supposed to be just a bit of fun. Now it's to try and help my mental attitude. But as we all know, it doesn't help half the time. But yeah.
I like the idea of helping you personally as well. I mean, I know a lot of people just do it for a laugh, or I've got a nice montage, I've got this, that, and the other, I'm going to put it on, I'm going to haul views. But for you personally, it's something personal. It's helping you along in your everyday life. That's a nice little different aspect of it, I suppose.
Yeah, it really has helped me. So it's like I wouldn't have been able to get the job that I have got now if it hadn't have been for the for the YouTubes. So yeah, thank you, YouTube gods, thank you.
So, you've got PewDiePie looking at you right now, going, "Fuck off, you prick."
He's just going, "Hi guys, it's PewDiePie."
There's another idea. Other YouTubers, how big do you have to get before you lose touch? Because for me, the likes of PewDiePie and T Martin and all them, they're not real people anymore, if you know what I mean. They're sort of corporate little logos now.
You see, the difference is they did it as a hobby. I don't know about PewDiePie because I've never watched a video in his life. All I know is he's got about 20 million subs.
33 million.
Okay, yeah. So, but I think they all started it as a hobby. They all started it, and then it became into a job. And obviously, when you got to go with a job, it's going to be a career like a professional footballer or something like that. It's only going to go on for a limited amount of time. You're not going to be able to do this to see up till you retire. So you got to make as much as you can whilst you can. And I don't blame them. Do I necessarily agree with it? No. Do I watch it? No. But if you're in that situation, would you rather sell yourself? Would you rather sell yourself down the river a little bit to make some money now, so you can have an easier life later? You got to ask yourself. Possibly. Depends how much your dignity is worth, really.
I'd still be children if I got enough money over.
Well, yes. Yeah. It's like for me personally, I think I will honestly say it all depends on the person and what they want to get out of it, because there are some people who are around, say, if you look at like people like Syndicate, he is in it for the fact that he wants to be the biggest voice out there, and he wants to have his personality and his opinion in every way, shape or form. But in fact, then I watch someone like Captain Sparkles. He's a Minecraft guy. I actually like him quite a bit, and he what do you call it? He's a nice kind of guy, but again, it is down to the merchandise and stuff like that. Then you go down the next rung and you see the people on the hundreds of thousands subs, not ones that have hit the millions. I think that group, in between, say, 100,000 and 750,000, I think within that group, they're the people who just really want to do it because A, they want to turn it into a full-time job if it's not a full-time job already, or they are still having so much fun, it's unbelievable. I think that group are the ones that people should model themselves on. But people who get above that are corporate, as Robbie said. They're selling themselves out, and they're selling it all for the money. I think the people in that 100,000 to 750,000 bracket are the people that I kind of look up to and think they're doing stuff that is still, they look like they're still enjoying it, they look like they're still doing it for the fun, and they're not quite selling themselves out just yet.
Mm-hmm. Is there anyone you would recommend personally who maybe is undersold? Someone that you might watch all the time and just think there's no way in hell this kid should have X amount of subs, he should be in the 100, a million or whatever sub view. There's someone that you could personally say now, watch that.
They should be bigger than what they are.
Yeah.
Jericho.
What's that one? What's on there?
He does. Hang on, I'll send you both the links via DM. But he is possibly the funniest. I love watching him. I really do. He's probably the funniest person that I watch on YouTube. That's not people I know personally, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, he's one of them. He's one of them people. He rages a lot. He plays a lot of live FIFA. He streams pretty much every day. You know, he just seems like he's a normal kind of guy, and he makes some funny. Did you any of you guys see the KSI video where he was reacting to Road to Show's video where he had the big Lambo? Did any of you? No. Yeah, well, Jericho did a spoof on that where he basically got into his beat-ass Pontiac GTO, which is, it's like a possibly like normal saloon car. He got into that and made a joke on that, saying all these YouTubers with the big cars, and he got into his normal car, which has got dirt everywhere, it's got a cracked windscreen, it's got cobwebs everywhere, and it was just taking the piss out of the big YouTubers. I thought it was quite funny, but you know, it's personal preference at the end of the day.
After just getting the DM, so I'm definitely going to be checking that one out. What about you, Robbie? Is there anyone you think deserves thousands or hundreds of thousands more subs?
Oh, dude, it's got to be. It's got to be Apoc, hasn't it?
Oh yes.
It's got to be Apocalypse. See Racker's there shaking his head, completely disagreeing.
Yeah. Completely disagree.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And I'm not going to go into why, but I will completely disagree with that.
I just like him. I think he's just good to watch. I don't know. But I like the fact that we've got some debate going on here. So go on, Rack, because I want to know why you're not a massive fan.
It's the same reason why we fell out a couple of times. Well, it's the rage. You know, it's one of them. It's just the mindless rage, and you know, I just don't get it. It's like he's a smooth talking commentator. When it was Black Ops 2 at the beginning, I watched him and I loved him. I really did, because he was story time. He was talking about that. When he started like Noob of the Week and all stuff like that, he was enjoyable to watch. Towards the end of Black Ops 2 into Ghosts, fair enough, he's not having an enjoyable experience with the game. He's maybe got some stuff going on in his life. I don't know, but he started to hate the game, and then he turned into rage and negativity, and I just, since then, switched off, and it's like, that seems to be all he does on his channel now. I know there's a couple recently where he's done the Net Doom and stuff, and he's gone a little bit more back to the APOC that was, in my eyes, a good APOC when he was kind of light-hearted and stuff like that. But some of the stuff, it's like one where he was talking about reverse boosters and comparing that to going through a neighbourhood and the going through a neighbourhood on Crackdown when you're going to work. This is a hobby. You're saying it's the same as going through a bad neighbourhood on your way to work. A little bit misguided, but that's my opinion. He lost what was good about APOC before. He's too much rage. He's too much negative now, and I've just switched off. So
fair enough. He can act at times like a poor man's Oz Presidor.
I don't watch El Presidor, so I
haven't watched him for years, but he just pretty much sits in front of the camera and screams like a little 14-year-old who just got killed in a game of Hunger Games on Minecraft.
And that's why I don't think. I mean, I'm not saying APOC shouldn't be on the subs he's on, and when he gets going and he's on a roll, he's one of the better commentators because his delivery, the way he delivers his commentaries, the way he thinks about his commentaries, are hands down some of the best around for the subgroup he's in. You know, with 20,000 something like
25K is on.
25,
that. Right, fair enough. When he's in his nice zone, when he's Rage Monster, I switch off and I hate it. But then again, I switch off against most people who are too negative because I just have too much negativity in my life. I do not need it on YouTube. So that's why I disagree with APOC because he's just too negative now.
I can understand you saying that he did lose his way slightly with the raging. I don't enjoy the raging as much as I enjoy stories. I love his little. I got up this morning, I went to work, and I've seen this, and I've seen that, and I've done this, and I've done that, and I've done the other. And he goes off on a tangent. I love that. I love when people can completely lose themselves in the conversation, as long as the gameplay is good. If it's a decent gameplay to watch, I can listen to what anybody says quite happily. You just lose yourself. When he was just screaming and raging at the screen, it's not as much fun. It's not good to watch the rage.
No, there's got to be a balancing act in between the two.
Yeah, and it's kind of one of them. It's this. This is going to lead us into another topic later on, but I'll just briefly touch on it. It's like when people really rage at Advanced Warfare, I switch off straight away. I'm not going to lie, I switch off straight away. I treat Advanced Warfare as my child because I love it so much. You know, it is one of them that if I immediately go on the defensive, and I know I shouldn't because everyone is allowed their opinion on it, but when he started completely mad at it, I was just like, no, you're dead to me. But not you're dead to me. That's a bit
it's like I'm not watching that shit.
Yeah, and that was it because it was like I was having such an enjoyable time. I saw too much poison, and that's why I did that video because I just had enough.
Yeah, I can see your point. I mean, like there are games like that. For me, it's like that with MW3. I wouldn't ever really have a bad word said about it because I fucking love it.
Same with me.
Yeah, but like Advanced Warfare, I like to say I'm not doing it. I don't hate Call of Duty by any stretch of the imagination. I think that's the biggest problem for a lot of people is they love it, but they just can't play it, or they don't want to play a game like that. And I think it always comes as through as a bit of misguided, saying, you know what, fuck Call of Duty, this is shit. But I don't know, because I'm in the boat. I don't like Advanced Warfare. I really don't. I'd rather teabag a bear trap than play Advanced Warfare. And that's it. You know what I mean? It says something. It's taken me over to Battlefield, but again, you know, fuck that. Let's not be negative about a game. Titanfall is the best shooter ever.
Plants vs Zombies. TF2. Plants vs Zombies.
Oh, Plants vs Zombies. Hell yes. I absolutely love Plants vs Zombies. My problem is it's not a serious game and nobody will play it.
Yeah,
I can go on my Xbox One now, load up Plants vs Zombies. Within 20 seconds, I'm in a game and I'm enjoying myself. But I'm playing solo. Nobody at all plays the game. It's the same with Titanfall. I love it. Within a couple of minutes, you're in a game. It's fully compact. There's no such thing as boosting. There's nothing like that. But I'm by myself playing, and I'm a community player. I like to play with my friends. I mean, I play with Robbie all the time with Destiny. I play with there's thousands of other people. But I like to play in a group. I like to be in a party chat. Plants vs Zombies doesn't give us that.
No, I agree with that. It's like I kind of with my gaming, I've been the other way for so long. You know, I've been solo for so long. It's kind of, it actually feels wrong for me to be in a party sometimes. Until Black Ops 2, I was always solo kind of thing. I'd play like one other person rather than playing with a full party. Then Black Ops 2 come along, met people like who can load people on YouTube and they've got partied up all the time. The Ghosts and into Advanced Warfare, I've kind of found that I've gone solo again. And I don't get me wrong, I absolutely love it because I'm a bit selfish that way. I can play the game when I like. I can do what I want, and if I'm having a bad game, I can leave and not feel bad for bringing someone else with me. You know.
Yeah, that is the positives of playing solo. I mean, I understand what you mean because I played solo for ages, then ended up doing the whole party thing, and then nudging into the competitive thing, and then really playing fucking uber try hard. And now it's like I can't be arsed. If I jump on Call of Duty Ghosts or something now, it's like I just want to sit on my own. I'll have a natter with somebody by all means, but yeah, I'd definitely rather play it solo most of the time. Unless it's like, say, it's a game like Destiny, in which case it's like I'll be onto somebody like, help me, please.
Yeah, there is that.
Would you call yourself a secret tryhard or a casual gamer?
I don't believe in the word try hard, to be honest. I've never have. Because God forbid you want to play a game to win.
Yeah, that's me just tweeting out the stream, by the way.
Oh, right.
That'd be good. Just a mental and I shit myself. I've got to have it next to it.
Yeah. No, sorry. That was me. That was me tweeting out the stream, just trying to get some people in. Cause we've had no chat, no comments. But anyway, go back, Robbie. Go on.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't believe in the term try hard. I don't. I'm not going to begrudge somebody for wanting to win. I'm really not. I mean, obviously, there's times where you piss. Well, like obviously, again, going back to Advanced Warfare. You see everybody using the BAL, and it's like, oh my fucking god, because you know that gun's going to win every time. And at that point, you kind of wish other people weren't tryhards. But yeah, I don't know. I ain't like I say, I ain't going to begrudge somebody for just trying to win. Don't get me wrong, I don't like getting my shit pushed in, but it happens. It happens to everybody. So yeah, I don't know. Is what it is.
I'm kind of one of them that if you tell me a specific game, I will tell you whether I'm a tryhard or not. Where if it depends. Final Fantasy games, I'm a tryhard because I want to complete everything. I want to pound the crap out of that game, and I want to just complete everything, get all the Aeons, get all the materia, get all anything with the Final Fantasy games. I bloody love them. But Call of Duty, again, I'm a grinder. I wouldn't say I'm a tryhard. I'm a grinder because I want to get all the camos. I want to get the challenges. I want to get to Master Prestige. Yes, I want to get the great gameplays, but I want to grind out all the levels and grind out all that. I wouldn't say I'm a tryhard in that. But then when every other game, I would say I'm casual because I just play just for a laugh. I think when you're talking about like the games that you want to put on YouTube, I think you have to call yourself not a tryhard, but a grinder because you want to get stuff that's good enough for your YouTube channel. Stuff you don't put on YouTube, you're a casual gamer. That's my mentality towards it.
I would say the only game I've ever really tried hard and really went for and was upset when I had a bad game was Titanfall. Over the last couple of years, it's been the only game I waited for. I really wanted to do well on Titanfall, and I pretty much soloed Titanfall. Maybe 5 or 6 games with a party, but the rest of it was me solo. Checking the daily challenges, checking what I needed to get to the next level. I got stuck on Prestige 8 for like 3 weeks, and I was absolutely raging at it. I was horrible in the house. I wasn't nice to my girlfriend. I was snapping at the kids because I knew I could not get past this Prestige.
Sneaky, would you like breakfast? Fuck you!
Fuck off!
I really was. I was a horrible person, and I apologised 1,000 things to my girlfriend and the kids and everything for it. But Titanfall, I was the tryhard up until I got to 10 Prestige or whatever it is, the top rank on it. That was it. I've barely played the game since, which annoys us because I never thought that I would get there. And once I got there, I never realised that was it. There's nothing else to do. And that upset us a little bit. It still upsets us now because I don't want Titanfall 2. I want them to expand Titanfall 1. I want them just to keep going with it. I don't want a Titanfall 2.
Thing is with Titanfall, you're never going to save it now. There's only one way that this game is going to be saved, and that is with, and I can't believe I'm actually fucking saying this, microtransactions.
I think it's time's gone full stop.
With microtransactions, EA will then put it onto EA Access. And then EA Access will bring it back.
Yeah. I see that. You see, the thing is, on PC,
Yeah.
they have it on Origin, and every time you load up Origin, it gives you a message for a limit for 48 hours free on Titanfall. 48 hours of the free game, 48 hours worth of gameplay free on the PC, but there's nothing like that on console. Now, they've done free weekends, I believe. Have they done free weekends of Titanfall on the console?
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Okay, so perhaps they'll do that. But I honestly believe I don't think you can resurrect Titanfall 1 at this stage, because I think they've let it go too far.
Well, the thing is with the Titanfall, it was doomed from the start. Let's be honest. It had so much hype built around it. It came to the Xbox One only in the new gen consoles when the PS4 was reigning king, and the Xbox One, let's face it, it was on its knees at that point already when this game came out. So it was always pissing against the wind. And yeah, it just kind of showed, really. It's a great game. It's probably the best shooter. Actually, it's the best shooter up for online. But it's never going to... Until it gets put on all platforms. Yeah.
Come out a year too early. And I think, I've got to say, I'm going to go back as well, I think that the multi-platform split hampered Ghosts. Ghosts had its own problems, but the multi-platform situation hampered Ghosts as well, because there was 4 different sets of player pools, and none of them were big enough.
Well, there was 6, one if you think about it.
6?
Yeah, because you had the Xbox One, the PS4, the PS3, Xbox 360, the PC, the Wii U.
It was on Wii U as well?
Yeah, it was on Wii U. Yeah.
Okay,
sorry, I just heard the word Wii U and just laugh. I really can't take it seriously as a console.
I know, nobody can take that thing seriously.
Okay, fair enough. The one good thing about Wii U is you can play the Turtles game on it. So it's like, the original, the side-scrolling Turtles game. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I bought one just to play Mario Kart, and I played it a handful of times, uploaded it twice, and I've given it to my, how old? Well, a lad now, 17 months, so I don't think he's going to get any use out of it anytime soon.
Probably better than Mario Kart than you were, in fairness.
It's one of them. I honestly do believe that Titanfall was... Now, it didn't have... when it come out technically at the perfect time.
Yeah.
For that time, because it come out in the March, it come out absolutely slap bang in the middle of when Ghost was failing and Battlefield 4 was failing. It was absolutely spot on timing for it.
Yeah.
There wasn't enough there
to keep people coming back.
Yeah. And now it's gone too far. Fair enough with that Frontier Defense mode, which me and Jazz played the other night, and I've got to say that is freaking funny. That is bloody hilarious. It is bloody hilarious. But it wasn't enough there, and now you've got Advanced Warfare here, and now you've got the second group of games coming out. It's dusted. There's dust already on it, unfortunately. Titanfall 2 will do better because they know the mistakes they made in Titanfall 1, and it's going to be pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, it's going to be on all consoles. It's not just an Xbox exclusive this time.
But I honestly do think they did a good move with Titanfall 1, where they used a separate development studio for the last gen.
They did the same with Advanced Warfare, didn't they, as well?
Because I believe it allows the main studio to spend more time on it, and they don't have to make 6 games, because you've got to make duct changes for all of them. They've got to port it. They can make 2 games, basically, or 3, because they've got to make PC. They make 3 games rather than making 6. So I think they made a smart decision with that. There's one good decision that they made. The second good decision was releasing it in the March. Just they didn't have enough in there. My worry is going to be when it comes out, what the bloody hell the first day patch is going to be like. It's probably going to be like 100 gigs, something like that.
Fucking hell, that is one thing that is getting on my tits is day one patches.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was going to say. What are you looking forward to? I mean, I'm stuck in the middle of 2 or 3 games at the minute, but none of them are really shouting my name. Bar maybe the Borderlands 2.
Sorry, Sneaky. Mate.
What are you looking forward to in the next few months? What's going on?
Okay. Go on, Robbie. I'll let you answer. I've got other
Oh,
things.
I've got a few because obviously Evolve. I'm really looking forward to that. Then we've got Battlefield Hardline. With Call of Duty Ghosts being shit, I did actually become quite a Battlefield fanboy. And then the big one for me is coming in May, which Sneaky knows, but I don't think Rackers will believe me. The Witcher 3 is going to
No,
be a thing in the game.
I can understand the hype with that. I can. Yeah, I'm
And
looking. I'm actually gonna. Sneaky, you say yours. I'm gonna have to look at my pre-orders because I can't remember what month some.
of course,
coming
Dying
out.
Light as well.
Oh God! Don't tell me about that. Bansor talk to me about that. No. No, that game just looks like it's gonna scare the shit out of me. So no.
For me, obviously, Borderlands 2 is the one. That is going to take a lot of my time. I'll probably drop Destinies just to play Borderlands 2. I'm not such a fan of Dying Light as Robbie is. I know Robbie's really looking forward to it. I've looked at it. It's not really my cup of tea, but I think I might be able to enjoy it. You know what I mean? It's one of them games that you think you know it's going to be good, but it might not be your kind of genre. It's in that kind of category for me. Witcher 3 is completely new, fresh ground. I'm not that kind of gamer. I'm not a Witcher 3 kind of player, but I want to change things around. I'm sick of playing first-person shooters. I'm sick of playing just sports games, just racing games. I want to try little different things. I want something to get stuck into. I think Witcher 3 will probably be the one that I get stuck into and it makes surprises. But past that, there isn't really much I'm looking forward to. It's a pretty dead lineup at the minute.
Well, there's games like
I'm
Rainbow Six Siege as well, isn't there? And Tom Clancy's The Division all due out to the end of the year.
Yeah.
It's like I've just had a look at my pre-orders all the way through. Right, after this we have got a request from Casual Gaming YT to have a conversation, if we can, maybe about Resident Evil Remastered or the Call of Duty Zombies. So that will be the next topic.
That's definitely a topic. And yeah, shout out to Casual Gamer as well. He's an absolute fucking dude. And it was actually me doing this with him, which kind of got Sneaky to do this one. So if he's watching, can you please, Casual Gamer, can you please return my underpants clean this time? I don't want shit stains in them like last time.
Yeah. Now, for me, games I'm looking forward to. The ultimate game that I'm looking forward to, you may have heard this before, but it hasn't got a release date yet, is Quantum Break. Quantum Break is going to be my game, full stop. That is the one game I'm most looking forward to. It's made by Remedy, who made the Alan Wake series, and they also made Max Payne 2 that some people don't know. They actually did Max Payne 2. So that is brilliant because they tell stories in games that not many other people do. Evolve is one I've got pre-ordered, and that's coming out soon. The next one I'm actually looking forward to, but I don't know really why I'm looking forward to it, because it's not the full game. It's Final Fantasy Type 0, and mainly because it's got Final Fantasy 15 demo access. That one's coming out the 20th of March this year. Final Fantasy 15 demo, and then the next one after that is the Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, which is sometime this year as well.
I can't get away with Tomb Raider games ever since.
Is it just me? Sneaks went
I
to sound like
I don't see what the fuck
You cut out there, Sneaky. You cut out after you said Tomb Raider.
Basically, I can't get away with Tomb Raider games. My internet is struggling, by the way. I'm flapping at the minute, but it'll get there. I can't get away with the aspect of Tomb Raider games. Walking around, seeing a puzzle.
Yeah, the puzzles. Yeah, I think we've lost him. Yeah. We kind of got what you meant, where you struggle with the puzzles and that kind of stuff. I'm assuming that's what you were going for.
Yeah.
I see. I didn't buy the Tomb Raider that come out on the 360, the new one. I waited for the HD edition on the Xbox One. And I am so bloody glad I did. That game was fucking amazing. It was really good. I've even thought about doing a Let's Play of it recently, but I don't want to. because I just want to play the game again, and I just want to complete it again because it was really good.
It's so good. I mean, the fact that it was, for me, it was a Tomb Raider that was just so fucking graphic. You're falling down a waterfall, next thing you're impaled through the chin. It's fucking amazing.
And it's like the opening bit where she's, spoiler alert, but the opening bit where she's hanging upside down, then falls down, and you actually see this twig or whatever go through her side. It's just stuff like that, but let's just put it this way. Boy Gamers, out of 10, what was Laura?
Oh, she was a solid... actually, you know what? I am not going to rate that, because that is sex. She was a solid 9.
She was an 8 on the Xbox 360. She's a 10 on the Xbox One.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's no such thing as a perfect person now.
No, she was a 9.7. She was a 9.7.
The next gen Cleave was so real, wasn't it?
They did the game really well. They made Lara a woman. Instead of it just being a cold-hearted thing, she actually was cold. She was scared. You could see that they made it so she was this young, vulnerable person who got harder. Giggity. She got harder as the game went on. She got harder as the game went on. She got more weathered, more worn, more battle weary all the way through the game, and it turned her into the Tomb Raider. It was a really, really, really well done game. And the Rise of the Tomb Raider is years after that. It's what, 2-3 years after that. And the trailer at E3 was amazing, where they saw her running through a forest chased by a bear, and it's kind of, she's in a psychiatrist office. It's like talking about all the problems, and then all of a sudden you just see like scaling stuff. It's setting itself up to be a...
Definitely. But on the other hand, on the PlayStation side, the Uncharted series as well.
Oh god, yeah, Nathan Drake. It's a fantastic series.
Yeah.
I hope they make the film.
Being done, what would you like to see done? Anything from your past game, and what would you like to see a studio pick up on and possibly put some money into a remake and a remaster? And I'm going back Mega Drive campaign, I'm going back to 16-bit consoles or onwards. Is there anything that you would really like to play?
I would like to see an Xbox One, PS4, Lilac Wars, or Star Fox. I would love to see a new version of Star Fox, or I don't know. No, I'll leave it at that. But also throw this out there: I want to see a next gen Pong.
I'll see your Pong, and I will raise you a next gen version of Toe Jam and Earl.
I'll see your Toe Jam and Earl, and I'll see 8-player simultaneous Gauntlet.
Gauntlet?
Oh, yes.
Can't say I've heard of that, to be perfectly honest with you.
I think he's just making up words.
No, I've heard of games called Gauntlet, but I thought that was on like the fucking Game Boy.
Gauntlet goes back all the way to your Spectrum 48K. I played it on.
I see. I can't remember. I can't remember playing on the Spectrum. I remember playing the James Bond with the light gun that made the screen blink. And played pigeon shooting. I can remember that one. But yeah.
Can you remember pointing at the light bulb in the bedroom and getting hit every single time?
Yeah. I can also remember just being really cheeky and just rolling it all across the screen. Yeah, I would like to see that. Also, it's not going to happen because they finished the game. They've ended the story at the end of the first one. But I would like to see a new Remember Me. It was on the 360. It was an absolutely brilliant game. The story was brilliant. It's set in Neo Paris, and it was about like people who you could store memories in this disc that was kind of floating in the back of the neck. Yeah. And you could go around, and it was all about this woman. She was an errorist, basically wiping out people's bits of memory, selective memory. It was a cracking story, but they finished the story, so they can't be. But I would like to see if they could make something similar to that, because I thought it was a cracking story.
I'd like to see a HD remake. Oh, HD. It was on the PS3. I'd like to see a remake of Heavy Rain for the PS4.
Haven't they made a follow-up to it? Oh no, they did. What was it? The one with Alan Page. What was the one with Ellen Page last year? Beyond Two Souls.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen
Yeah.
that. No, I haven't. I played that. Actually, I played that quite recently.
That's a
Beyond Two
really good
Souls.
game. I would like to see more games like that.
Well, like the whole theatrical, more like a film, quick time type games.
Mhm.
It's a better
Yeah.
story, definitely.
Yeah, it's a movie you play basically. I
Yeah.
love the Heavy Rain, and I like the fact that your actions change the ending. I loved that. I was one decision away from perfect ending in Heavy Rain. One decision. That phone call at the end.
But games like The Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us and stuff like that with Telltale, they're doing really well with games like that, and
Yeah.
definitely something to go look at.
I would prefer it not to be kind of like the Telltale do it really well. I'm not doubting that. I know they're bringing out a Minecraft one as well, which I've just.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're doing a Minecraft one. They really are. I've got to play that just to see what it's like. But yeah, I would like to see it not as telltale-y, with the panel that comes up and shoots it. You kind of do the Heavy Rain kind of thing where it never really breaks out of the story. It never has that freeze where you think, oh, what do I do? You've got to react, and you're really fully immersed in the story. Because that's what made Heavy Rain possibly I think that's my fourth favourite game of all time. I think.
Your fourth?
Yeah. It's fourth or fifth.
So what's your top three? If you had to pick the top three, yeah.
My top three are simple: Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy X, and Alan Wake.
Oh, I've got a torch and I'll scare away all the ghosts. Number one.
The story, brilliant. Best story I've played.
Alright, yeah. Best game ever made, The Last of Us. On that game, when it comes to telling stories in-game, you can just play that, drop the mic, and walk away. Simple as that. The second best, I tell you what, you're probably not going to agree with me on this one. DMC, the new one, not the old Devil May Cry, but the new DMC.
The one that was released like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was fucking brilliant.
I didn't play it. I watched it. And it looked very good, but I didn't know the story enough to see it was a good game. Standalone, I didn't enjoy it, but if you know the series, it did get rated quite highly.
And the remake in that, which I'm actually going to definitely pick up and play.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And the third, I'd probably say BioShock Infinite.
Really?
Yeah, that game's so cool.
Infinite was solid.
It's an awesome game.
I never completed it, so...
Who played... who was... Because you had Brooker, didn't you? And who was Psychic? I can't remember her name.
I can get it by your so don't ask me.
Brooker?
Yeah, because Brooker was the main character.
Oh, sorry, yeah. It was...
Emily?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, yeah, she was fucking brilliant. Can't remember her name, but yeah, I know, it just told the story so well, and the ending was just like, oh my god, what the fuck? So, yeah, definitely.
See, for me, I'm a retro gamer. I think the old games I like going on PC and downloading old ROMs and playing through them. That's sort of my little genre. But for me, it would be number one of all time was the Gears of War 2. The only game I've ever actually physically missed work for simply because I was enjoying it so much, I didn't bother going in. Got a text halfway through the day to say, right, you were meant to be the day where you got dropped in it by a lad who I was playing with 4 hours earlier who went into work and said, oh, I was playing the Xbox sneaky. I said, oh, lovely, cheers. Nearly lost my job. So Gears of War 2 for me was absolutely immense. It was possibly the most time-consuming game in the world. The multiplayer was perfect. Number 2, Elite on the Spectrum and various other platforms, but I played on the Spectrum. Just a space trading game, line frame space trading game. It was massive. There was thousands and thousands of planets to go to. And again, I just lost
It's Elite. They've gone through that now. That's Elite Dangerous now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's been redone 2 or 3 times by now, but
it's done
the
about
original,
6. Yeah, they keep going through it. That was the very first one though, and now Elite
Yeah.
Dangerous is it's a massive game now. It's
I
really
know,
picked off.
it's
It's really
really big.
picked off, and it's gone.
It's not a game you could sit and go, oh, I've done this, that, and the other in, because you're like, there's 100,000 other people who are on a million times ahead of you, and it's ridiculously big. Number 3, bizarrely, and probably controversially, Black Ops 2. I think it just nailed it. It just nails the multiplayer for me perfectly. It's probably on a par with Modern Warfare 3, but it's kind of there. I think it just...
Sniper, get down!
Sorry, Robbie, what did you say?
Sniper, get down! Huh?
Yeah. Okay, so we've breached on it now. We've gone for the Call of Duties. Okay, top 3 Call of Duties. But then we'll go on to Exo Zombies.
Yeah,
Robbie,
we've got
do you
to
want
go
to
on to okay. Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, MW3.
Which order?
Starting the third. Black Ops 1 for number 3. And then Black Ops 2. Because Hardcore saved it. Hardcore Kill Confirmed was the shit. No two ways about it.
3.
Yeah,
That was perfect. The Hardcore Kill Confirmed was spot on. Other than a bit of SVU spam, very little shit. And yeah, MW3, because mainly, like I said, that was the first Call of Duty online I probably got into, and I loved it.
Yeah,
I think I got about
killed that though when Hardcore Kill Confirmed in that one, because that literally just was.
But yeah, I think I've got about 20 plus days played on that game.
I all my hands. I had that on PS3 and then switched over to Xbox. I got through 26 prestiges.
Nice.
On MW3. 18 prestiges. No, sorry, 24. I got 18 prestiges on the PS3 and 6 on Xbox 360.
I thought I was doing good with 13 on Modern Warfare 3.
Now I got 18 prestige on PS3, and then I got an Xbox 360 to do the YouTubes better and play with more people on YouTube, and then got 6 prestiges that way. So, Sneaky, your top 3?
Oh god, probably in third. For its simplicity more than anything else, I'd probably say Modern Warfare 2. It was stripped down and it was basic. It was just basic enough and just advanced enough to keep your entertainment. So I didn't hear that. I'm not even going to ask.
Quickscope, YouTube.
There we go. It was riddled with its problems, but I did like it. I thought it was quite basic, and you can go back to it now, which is what I enjoy. It's playable now, apart from a few hackers. But Modern Warfare 2 in third. In second, I'd probably say Modern Warfare 3, mainly because I've played it more than anything else. And number 1, Black Ops 2. I think they're like level. It's Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 3 are pretty much on a par. I think Black Ops 2 takes it because it was a little bit more recent. That's it, basically. A bit more in the memory. But I've never ever had Swarm, and I'm not fucking happy. Ever, in all the time I've played it, I've never wanted a Swarm, and I will one day, and when I do, I don't care how I do it. I don't care if I've got to turn up at Robbie's house with my fucking Xbox and give it to him and record the bastard footage. It will go on the channel somewhere along the line. Because I'm really sick now.
You will get one. They are quite easy now. Once you get one, that's it. You'll breed them.
Yeah, UAV, VSAT Swarm, all day.
Or if you wanted to do it the other way, you can do Stealth Shopper VSAT Swarm or VSAT Escort Drone Swarm. Once you get the VSAT, if you've got 2 team members, so you've got 3 people in your party, 2 people run UAV, and the other 2 they basically run UAV counter VSAT. And then you run VSAT, Escort Drone, Swarm. As long as you get the Escort Drone straight after your VSAT, that's it, game over. You can pretty much, because you'll just see, hopefully your team members will have either a UAV or VSAT up all time, counter UAV will block it out, and then that's it. You can get it. That's how I got my 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, millionth. But then you'll get the double swarms and hardcore, swarms. But
Right, boys. When
my
you
top
put it on S, we need a top 3. Yes, it's going to be the last top 3, and I'm going to call it. Then we're going to call for casual gamers topic.
yes,
Then I'll call it a night
my
after
top 3. It's not going to be popular. Black Ops 2 number 3, but it's a kind of a joint second with MW3. MW3 number 2, and can I hear you? Can I hear it? What's number 1? What's number 1, ladies and gentlemen? What is number 1, ladies and gentlemen? What is number 1, ladies and gentlemen? What is number 1? It is right here. Because, and for only one reason, because of jam uplink. That is the reason. Oi, Robbie, shut up.
Sorry, that's the Call of Duty Ghost sound. Sorry.
Yeah, it is. That is the only reason. That is the main
Call of
reason.
Duty with lasers.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right, yeah, I'll stop.
It is the main reason why I love that game so much, because I can get in a game mode. There's one game mode that I switch on, and my adrenaline's pumping, and I love it, and I go mental. I'm absolutely mental in that.
That's
game
what it's all
mode.
about, mate. End of the day, it doesn't matter what other people think, as long as you're enjoying it and as long as you enjoy the game. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks about the game. As long as, like I say, as long as you play it and there's a player base to play it with, then you're laughing.
Yeah, and that's, I think, but then again, it's like if the next Call of Duty comes out, or previous Call of Duties had a game mode that you relate to, that is your number 1. And Advanced Warfare for me with Uplink is my number 1, because I've got a game mode that was made for me, basically, because I just love it. So,
I definitely got lost on that.
Right,
Right.
I'll be back in just 2 seconds.
Yeah, no problem. Robbie, what was casual gamers' subject when you want to talk about?
Zombies.
I was talking Exo Zombies.
No, he wanted to look at the Resident Evil HD remake and then moving on to zombies.
Right. What's your opinions on the remake? Because I love the original. The original was absolutely
If it was done properly, I'd go out and buy it.
Is it going to be?
Seen it?
Who's running it?
Have you seen the remake of it? Have you looked at it online?
I literally haven't seen any footage
Mate,
whatsoever.
honestly, you could run it a piece of piss off the fucking PS2. It looks that bad.
Seriously?
Yeah, it looks terrible. Hang on, Rackers will probably back me up on this.
Go on.
Resident Evil HD remake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen any gameplays of it?
Yeah.
Is it just me who thinks it looks like AIDS?
Like
it's been redone at all.
It's been redone from the GameCube version, not the original PlayStation version. So, I like what it has been done. I like how it's been done, because it's still got a better movement, but no, it basically just widened the resolution.
Yeah, it just made it 1080p, and that's pretty much all they've done with it.
My door's just randomly open for 2 seconds.
Oh, it's a ghost! Quick.
Sorry about that, but yeah, I like the look of it.
Across the room, then I'd say yes, it was a ghost.
There's 3 steps in between my door and my chair, so he's like. But I like it, but it scares the crap out of me, so I won't watch too much of it. But I like the fact that it's been redone, because that community has been calling out for that. Like, what the Call of Duty community's been calling for World at War II, which is anonymous rumours, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Bansaw the Hedgehog mentioned that in his video the other day. Seen it on Twitter the other day, and fair enough, they've denied it. They have one of the big top guys or whatever has come out and said, "Oh, that wasn't this, it wasn't that, it wasn't the other." Why do it? Why even put that out there if it's not true? There's not, doesn't it? It's just building hype, that's all it is. But it has to happen. It really has to happen.
If it's World War II, then I will be very disappointed. But that's just me.
I prefer the older school shooters. I really want World at War II to happen.
But zombies, exo-zombies, what were we all making of it?
The first Zombies game I actually want to play.
Really?
Yeah.
First zombies game that I could quite happily not play.
Fair enough. I never wanted to play zombies before, and it's also coming at a time when the group that are around me aren't the zombie tryhard kind, so to speak. They're all casual zombie players, so we're all kind of like, we're going to go into it and be noobs. You know, so it's going to have that fun aspect to it. So this is the reason why I'm excited to play it, because I like the abilities in Advanced Warfare. I love the movement. So you've still got that. You have to get towards it. But the fact that the zombies are going to be jumping around everywhere, it's just going to be hilarious with the group of people who potentially could play this. That's why I want to play it. Not for the fact that it's going to be a good zombies game mode, but I just think it's going to be an enjoyable experience with the people around me.
Yeah, if done right, this is definitely pulling me back to Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
It has to be done right.
Has to be done right. If it's an Exo Survival skin, like just a zombie skin over Exo Survival, I'm going to be fucked off. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah.
But I've got my hopes up for this one. I mean, look, thing is, the campaign's great, and they got Bill Paxton and people like that, and the campaign for Advanced Warfare is bar none the best one made, in my opinion, of course.
Yeah, I would agree on that.
And I can't see them fucking this up. They made Dead Space. They know how to make a zombie game. They know how to make horror.
Yeah, and I think as well, I mean, you look at, I mean, I go back to before this was Advanced Warfare was launched, the speak of Glenn Schofield and Michael Condrey was more that they were talking to Treyarch more than Infinity Ward, and he even mentioned it in a dev session I was in at Eurogamer when he was talking about where they were talking about people who they'd worked with and got advice from. Now, Treyarch have made zombies their game mode, and they have done pretty much everything. So hopefully, I mean, we don't know. Hopefully that they've asked Treyarch for advice on what they do with zombies and give them a slither. They will not give them the entire thing because they know that they're going to be releasing the game this year. So hopefully they've given a slither of how to do it, the basics around it, and it can be done right. One thing I do like the look of is that 3D printer, which is the mystery box.
Yeah.
I like really? The mystery box?
The mystery box, you know, in the other ones, it's a 3D printer. So basically, you can go to a 3D printer and it is a mystery box.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like that idea.
And you don't get the Exo suit to start off with either. You have to earn it. You have to go through to earn it. You're a basic, normal person to start off with. You can either... There's an achievement that's been leaked on Charlie Intel that basically you can get the exosuit without paying money or with paying points. So there's two ways to get your exosuits, but you do not get them to start off with. So that will make for a very interesting first couple of rounds, I reckon, or however long it is till you get it.
I'd still prefer dinosaurs. Just pointing out
there. I don't think dinosaurs is ever happening, really, is it? Ever.
To be fair, I want dinosaurs in a Battlefield game. I don't want it in Call of Duty. I want it in Battlefield. The tech they've got there, and they're taking down them buildings. How cool would it be to tap a dinosaur by its feet and watch it just fucking come fall into the ground and crunch a bridge?
Does anyone else forget that there was dinosaurs in Titanfall?
Well, yeah, but they didn't do anything.
Yeah.
There was dinosaurs in the game.
There's not a dinosaur game mode.
Evolve. DLC. Dinosaurs. T-Rex is the monster. I'm calling it now. 25th of January, there's going to be DLC for Evolve, and it's going to be dinosaurs. I'm calling it now.
That is actually very good.
We'll keep that one, mate.
Yeah, I can see that happening, actually.
And I think that would be freaking hilarious. Or, because Evolve's coming out on the PC, it may not be paid DLC, but it will be...
Modded.
Modded, yeah.
Right, gentlemen. While it's Rackers is sitting having a conversation, I'm going to say that's it for this evening. Thank you very, very much for checking out the stream. Thank you very much for chatting. Thank you very much for Casual Gamer. I hope we did answer your questions. If you've got any more questions, you can either contact me on Twitter, you can either contact Robbie on Twitter, or you can even contact Rackers on Twitter. We're always there. This is going to happen next weekend. Who will be in? I just don't know. I'd like to personally thank Robbie very much for coming along.
That's no problem. I'm actually wondering myself what you're going to have next week, considering 50% of the people you know in the gaming world are here, and the other ones in Australia probably won't be available to do it.
Well, fuck you too. Thank you very much.
I said nothing.
So next week it might just be me and Raka just chatting away and insulting Robbie left, right, and centre. I think Raka's very much up on the.
He's just gonna come in. Hi, I'm Sneaky. Fuck bipolar bear. Give him dislikes.
It's just like this. It's just gonna be like this, guys. You know those 6 dislikes Robbie keeps getting on his videos? It's me!
Well, I don't get them.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
guilty anyway.
Yeah, it was really cool, Snakes.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for coming along, lads. I'm going to say good night and thank you very much. Give it a like, give us subscribe, also give Robbie a like and subscribe, and also Rackers as well. Thank you very much. Good night, boys. Thank you.
See you later.
Guys.